Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Spellbinder's report on the unfiltered news headlines from the Reality Zone, compiled by G. Edward Griffin. You can read all the headlines at the bottom of the video in the description. I will have a link there. This is for August 27th through September 2nd, 2011. The comic strip for this week is Hurricane Irene has been upgraded to a Category 4. Excuse for your failing economy, Obama. Yes, all right. Anyways, to the headlines. U.S. Federal Court of Appeals ruled that it is not illegal to videotape on-duty police officers in public. Infowars, September 1st. That's right. It's public property, public eye. There's nothing out there that says you can't videotape people. What about people walking along doing a videotape of their vacation and other things? Videotaping the police is not against the law. They videotape you. What is it? Better for them than you? It protects them as well as you. So let it be allowed. Video. Criminal charges are dropped against a Michigan mother who threatened to shoot police if they tried to take her child to be forcibly injected with mind-altering drugs. She was released because the arrest warrant was not properly signed. This is held as a victory for freedom of choice, but not so. If the warrant had been signed, the woman likely would be in prison. However, it is a victory for the spirit of resistance against tyranny. Vaccine Liberation Army, September 1st. U.S. Dick Cheney says that torture by waterboarding, authorized by him, was okay because it was only used on 2 or 3 people and it kept America safe for 7 years. My friends, that is the logic of collectivism. Anything is justified if claimed for the greater good of the greater number. That's communism. Raw story, August 30th. China Central Bank issued a policy memo requiring higher down payments or other collateral on home loans to combat overbuilt real estate development and inflated prices. If China or any country would stop managing the money supply, let money be based on gold or silver, and let the free market set interest rates, new buildings would match realistic demand and prices would be exactly what they should be. The Australian, August 30th. Mexico will require all girls 9 and over to take the HPV vaccine in 2012, despite the fact that the vaccine has dangerous side effects and HPV causes cervical cancer in less than 100%, that's 0.013% of the population. Drug company lobbyists obviously have been busy in Mexico to make a profit, of course, for themselves. Raw story, August 30th. China plans to legalize the detention of dissidents in secret locations without telling their families, a process in which people simply disappear. This has been common in China and other collectivist countries for many years, but not legal. Now China will legalize it. Yahoo, August 30th. Video. Monsanto's genetically engineered corn was designed to repel rootworm and other insects that like corn. Now there is evidence that in Iowa this may have caused the development of a new superbug that tolerates the genetic insecticide, which is dangerous to our health. If so, farmers who have relied on this technology may be facing crop failure in the next few years, also causing a food shortage. CNN Money, August 29. Time magazine says it is unconstitutional for states to require drug tests as a condition for receiving welfare. There is nothing in the Constitution that dictates that what states must do in this regard unless one makes it a far-fetched interpretation of the 14th Amendment and claim that the Equal Protection Clause covers it. The bigger issue is the unconstitutionality of welfare itself. If anything violates equal protection of citizens, it is the redistribution of wealth from one group to another. Time remains silent on that issue. Time Magazine, August 29th. This is a video. Don't ever play billiards against this fellow. Click and be amazed. Yahoo, August 29th. Al Gore would like to see global warming skeptics become marginalized and despised just the same as racists are. Because, you're a racist if you don't believe in giving him money. He says that skeptics are deniers and must be confronted. Bold talk, but Gore has refused to publicly debate the issue. That is because in any such debate he would be forced to deny that the sun has any influence on global temperature and deny that the earth has been through many cycles of warming in its history, long before mankind's hydrocarbons were a factor. In other words, he would reveal himself as a pathetic denier of scientific fact and would lose the debate. Daily Mail, August 29th. And they proved that the CERN's team and of the CERN's accelerator made a cloud chamber that proved that cosmic rays in the sun are what causes climate, not people. Japan, radioactive debris is being burned and ashes are being burned. Some scientists worry that this will pollute groundwater with radioactive cesium. They believe that smoke from the burning will cause radioactive rain, even in the U.S. and Canada. Salon News, August 29th. U.S. federal agents raid Gibson guitars and confiscate over $1 million in wood without explaining why. Some of the wood came from foreign countries and may have been harvested from trees that are said to be endangered. The U.S. prohibits importation of any plant or animal claimed to be endangered. New American, August 29th. What's funny about that is that the CEO of Gibson Guitars says they have all the paperwork from India saying it's A-OK. And then he was told that he should move his business to Madagascar. Isn't that something? Take 500 jobs away from people in America. U.S. video. Ron Paul delivers rocketing response in a Fox News interview. He advocates abolishing FEMA. Challenges central planning. Says Libya's next leader probably will be no better. Exposes the madness of U.S. global wars. Explains Austrian economics and makes a strong case for a gold-backed currency. YouTube, August 28th. Illinois video. Man may be sentenced to 75 years in prison for filming an on-duty police officer and recording his court hearings because he was refused a court reporter. Illinois is one of the several states with such laws. It is unclear at this time if the September 1st decision of the Federal Appeals Court that said such recordings are not illegal will have any effect on the state law. YouTube posted August 27th. As I said, you should be allowed in public to record them if they're recording you on their cameras in their vehicles. Video. This will make you angry. Armed officers of the Los Angeles County Nuisance Abatement Team are forcing people out of their homes in the remote desert using zoning code violations as the excuse. Some of these off-the-grid residents have been jailed and others forced to destroy their own homes. YouTube, August 23rd. That's a funny thing about that. They want to take that area and develop it, so they need them off their property. Collectivism at its best. Video. Golf. Video shows fresh oil slick forming above the deep water horizon side, indicating that the damaged oil well may still be leaking. I've looked on Google Earth and seen pools all over the place around drilling rigs, amazingly. August 27th. Why are energy prices in the U.S. so high? It has little to do with the cost of energy and much to do with political corruption. Dick Cheney has been a key player. Here is the story in Morph City, September 1st. Video. If the word transhumanism is unfamiliar, you need to drop everything and watch this video. You will be shocked and amazed as Tom Horn explains how scientists with government funding are developing part human creatures that will have no rights, and at the same some time preparing to allow elitist humans to improve their genetic makeup to become a superior race. No kidding, and it's already underway. Long City, August 18th. Video, 9/11 architects and engineers show beyond any question that Building 7 was brought down by controlled demolition. That means it was planned far ahead of 9/11. Think about that. YouTube, August 16th. And that's the headlines for this week. And I think you'll be amazed by all this craziness of these collectivists going on and these Marxist fascists that are coming through and telling people what they can and can't do in their businesses, telling them they got to move overseas like the guitar people. It's just unbelievable. How can they do this? How can they control what they say? Until next time, this is Spellbinder's report on the Unfiltered News headlines from the Reality Zone by G. Edward Griffin. Be good, or be good at it. And keep your eye on your government, for they are doing this stuff behind your back. These are headlines you may not have seen. Until next time, good day.